Halito ang kana sa Hochifoya Brian Oaster, Elepat High Country News. Let's go to Josephine County, a rural Oregon community that could use an economic boost. There, a potentially plausible but still extractive idea is brewing amongst a couple of mineral evangelists. They're convinced the Klamath Mountains are rich with tellurium, a rare metal used in things like solar panels. The minerals are there, but because of expensive regulations and global competition, setting up a profitable local mining operation is a long shot. Is this a chaotic uphill battle? Or could these prospectors realize their dream of making the state of Jefferson into the wealthiest state ever? Read Theo Whitcomb's story and decide for yourself. Youth in the West are trying out new legal strategies to stop government entities from sacrificing us all to big oil. Young Westerners have already sued the federal government, asking the courts to force the government to decrease greenhouse gas emissions. That didn't work. So now youth in Montana and Utah are suing their states, insisting that state policies promoting fossil fuels violate their constitutional rights. Montana is the only state in the West, actually, whose constitution protects the right to a clean and healthy environment. Meanwhile, the Utah case is focusing on the dangerous air quality taking years off of children's lives, which the plaintiffs argue is a pretty clear-cut violation of the right to life. Kylie Mohr reports. Inupiaq writer Lorelai Ivanov is back with another installment of her column that reflects on the seasonal changes of her homelands. This time she invites readers into the kitchen with her gram as they patiently chop greens, ferment them, and mix them with blueberries and sugar for a dessert that literally knocked her out as a kid. Ivanov's essay ties together elements of family history like how Gram's tears saved a generation from boarding schools, how she passed on her culinary traditions by showing, not telling, and the sound of The Price is Right playing in the background at her house. Hey, guess what? We also have a new newsletter. It's by Jonathan Thompson, and it's called The Landline. This week is actually the second installment, so if you caught the first one, you're ahead of the game. This week, Thompson examines the combination of fire, wind, and snowmelt in the Southwest, which, taken together, is more unprecedented, lesserly precedented, more, less, greater than the sum of its parts. You can read all this and more this week at hcn.org. I'm Brian Oaster, and now you know the West. Cheapies la cheeky.